Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Mark Timberlake, and I am back with a brand new video. And today, guys, I'm breaking down probably the biggest college football game of the weekend: Notre Dame and USC. So going into this game, Notre Dame is a 9.5-point favorite. I don't know. We don't really know. USC is coming off a big win over Michigan in Southern Cal. Keep in mind, they lost their running back for most of that game, if not the whole game, and they still got a win, 31-13, pretty convincing. If you're Michigan, don't think that defines your season. Still think all your goals are ahead of you. If you beat Washington this weekend, college football playoffs probably going to come down to the Ohio State game. But that's not the game. Break it down. Different story for a different time. Notre Dame and USC. So Notre Dame is a 9.5-point favorite going into this game. The over-under total, I think, is like 61.5. So if you're Notre Dame, you need to win out to make the college football playoffs. You can't take another loss. You got to win out. If you're USC, you're 5-1 going in this game. If you take another loss and you win out, you probably make the college football playoffs. Could kind of also depend on what happens. There's a lot going on right now. So it could also depend on what happens this season. But I wouldn't say if you lose as USC, I wouldn't necessarily say you're out of it by any means. Notre Dame, if you lose, that's 3 losses. You're out. You got to pick up a win this weekend. You got to win out. So I feel like Notre Dame has probably more of a fire lit under them going into this game than USC, just strictly because they got to win out. They can't lose a game. They're bringing a lot of intensity into this game because, number one, it's a rivalry. Number two, you can't lose. USC can afford a loss. Now, it is a rivalry, so USC is going to bring everything they got, but I just feel like Notre Dame's got more intention, tenacity, more of a will to win this game than USC necessarily does, because Notre Dame's got that little bit of that extra boost coming with the fact they need to win out to make the CFP. Especially when you look at teams that are maybe on the fence right now, like Michigan. One more loss, they're out, but as of right now, you could say they're on the fence because they lost to 2 teams that looked like they could be college football caliber teams. I mean, Oklahoma, if John Mateer's healthy, definitely a college football playoff team. So when they lost to Oklahoma, they definitely look like a college football team, even if they don't make it this year because Mateer got hurt. If you're SC, you're definitely very much still in the ballpark or the contention for the CFP. So I don't think by any means you're out of it yet if you're SC, which gives you something to play for if you're USC. You know, you're playing for that college football playoff hope. You're playing to make it to the Big 12. You're playing to make it in that 12-team playoff. You know, you're playing for a lot. So if I had to predict this game with Notre Dame being a 9.5-point favorite, I'd say I'd take Notre Dame to win this game. But I don't know if I would pick Notre Dame with the spread. The biggest thing for Notre Dame is going to be this: how well can you establish a run game with your running back early? That kid is a absolute freaky athletic, like scary athletic. That guy is a freak in nature. He's one of the most athletic running backs in the league, potentially the best in the league. So what can you get going in your run game if you're Notre Dame? If you can establish a run game and your defense can do their part, you can win that game. But your defense has got to do their part. I cannot emphasize this enough. Notre Dame has consistently had problems defensively this season. If you can get your running back going, and then you can get your defense going, you'll win this game. Now, like I said, even though I'm taking Notre Dame to win this game, I don't think I'm going to take them to cover the spread. Because 9.5 points, that is 2 scores. It's a rivalry. It's most likely still going to be close. So if I had to pick this game, my pick is going to be... Let's go Notre Dame with a final score of... Let's go Notre Dame with a final score of 35 to 31. Let's go Notre Dame 35-31. I think Notre Dame wins this game 35-31. I think they get the running game going. I think they establish a run game. I think they get a pass game going. I think the defense does their part. And I think Notre Dame beats USC. Both teams there are definitely still in contention for the college football playoffs. Michigan is 2, as I said earlier. Oklahoma, probably not anymore. Ohio State's definitely in contention. Probably will make it as long as they don't go doing something crazy. Ohio State's most likely in. Still number 1 team in the country as of AP poll ranking. Other people may have different opinions. But yeah, Notre Dame, Michigan, USC, Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon, all definitely teams that are still in contention for the college football playoffs. All teams that could get in. When Michigan plays Ohio State, you better believe me break that game down. Because Michigan, if you beat Washington this weekend, I think you're on a collision course for that Ohio State game to be deciding your college football playoffs. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click up top for a video YouTube is recommending for you. Click down low, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Rock on.